Hi, I'm Reverend Linda Bunton, and I'm here to present Day 2, Holy Monday, for this Holy Week study. In the last week of Jesus' life, Mark describes two powerful actions of Jesus on Holy Monday: cursing the fig tree and cleansing the temple. On Monday morning, as Jesus and his disciples returned to Jerusalem from Bethany, we see Jesus expressing a basic human feeling. He was hungry. He noticed the fig tree in Mark 11, verse 13 through 14. He noticed the fig tree in full leaf a little way off. So he went over to see if he could find any figs, but there were only leaves because it was too early in the season for fruit. Then Jesus said to the tree, "May no one ever eat your fruit again." And the disciples heard him say it. Jesus cursed the fig tree because it gave the appearance of life. It had leaves on it, but failed to bear fruit. It is believed this cursing of the fig tree represented God's judgment on the spiritually dead religious leaders of Israel. Others think the symbolism extended to all believers, demonstrating that genuine faith is more than outward religiosity. True living faith must bear spiritual fruit in a person's life. After that, Jesus entered the temple, where he found it filled with corrupt money changers and merchants selling doves for sacrifices. He was angered in the temple. The house of God, meant for prayer and worship, had become commercialized. So he overturned their tables and cleared the temple, saying, "My temple will be a house of prayer, but you have turned it into a den of thieves." I want to lift a few lessons from Jesus on Holy Monday. The first is we see Jesus' humanity and divinity. These events display that he experienced joy, sorrow, and anger just as we do. Yet his divinity perfectly embodied his righteousness and mercy. He deeply cared for people. He understood their struggles and was willing to confront sin head on. And then the next lesson I want to lift up was true worship. Jesus' cleansing of the temple invites us to reflect on our own worship. Are our lives truly centered on honoring God? Or are we distracted by worldly pursuits? The passage challenges us to ensure that our worship is sincere and our hearts are aligned with God's will and his heart. So a few points to ponder as we examine our own lives. Are there areas in your life, your temple, that need cleansing? Are you bearing fruit? Ask yourself, am I growing in the fruits of the Spirit? Love, patience, kindness, goodness, and service to the Lord and to others. In conclusion, as followers of Christ, we are called to reflect his humility, his passion for holiness, and genuine worship. Our faith must be more than outward acts. It should be rooted in a sincere heart that seeks to honor God in all things. There's one final point that I need to make. That after the religious leaders who were in power heard about Jesus' bold actions and words in the temple, they started planning how to kill him because they feared him. Jesus and the disciples left the city after Holy Monday, but the stage has been set for his death. And while the enemy had a plan to take his life, Jesus was confident that his Father's plan was far superior, so he knew whatever he would face, Resurrection Sunday was coming. God bless you, brothers and sisters. We invite you to join us on Easter, Resurrection Sunday, as we celebrate the sacrifice that our Lord made for each of us. God bless you and God keep you.